YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. Just doing an old test. I haven't done it for a while. Last time I did it, I had, yeah, it was a classic YouTube. Uh, I went on to stream the next day, and then I couldn't stream live. Uh, it was weird. So here I am on YouTube. Typically, I'm streaming over at Twitch. I probably have a ban on my account for saying that now. But I'm here. I kind of wanted to test it out. See. I talked about how YouTube Live is kind of like terribly set up. It should be a lot easier to find streams. They like in classic, form. They have like their select few. They show those, and then like you really can't find anyone unless you search their channel or something like that. But I kind of wanted to see, benefit of the doubt, YouTube for me is something I had a big passion for many years. So I figured I'd hop over here, see what's going on. Here's a pop-up. Help us make YouTube better. We want to know what being a creator on YouTube is like for you. Take the survey. They don't want my survey. I signed up for YouTube right when they first started, and thank you for participating in this 15-minute survey. Jesus Christ, do I get like monetization for that? I'll pass. Yeah, take this 15 minutes of your life so we can figure out how to advertise better. Nah. So we added some photos earlier on Twitch. I'll show those ones. Let's see where we're at here. It's a classic portrait. So one thing I mentioned earlier when I was streaming is that I need to not one and done photos. Big time, highly paid photographers post the same photos over and over. There's some photographers where I've probably seen, whether it's in their profile or in their stories, probably 50 times within the past year or two. Some maybe once every other month, some maybe once a month, but it's apparent that it's kind of the way to go, especially when you have an image that is received well every time you post it. And I think what it also does is solidify certain photos, right? Even though if you yourself might not like that person's photo, but they're posting it all the time, they're making it seem like a relevant photo in their eyes, and it might be to someone else's, but you might not like it, but you might like it, someone else might not like it, so it's really just like and I think that's how I've been thinking about that a lot, and it's the same thing for everything in life, right? Everything. And I think that's I don't know if like Instagram and like social media is like kind of like the first thing ever that like a picture was like a one and done. And I don't know if that's like really one, we don't even know that that's a mandatory thing because other photographers obviously do it. Two, I've never seen anyone complain about anything either. They're like, this is a cool photo, or I like this, or cool. Everything else in life, movies, television, food, drinks, merchandise of any sorts, you see over and over, multiple times, reruns, pictures, posters. Watch this. Look at me. Look at this. Look at that. And I'm kind of really going to kind of use that as a model for my own work. So that's kind of why I have been thinking a lot about how I want to approach social media, because to me there's so many people out there that consider themselves social media experts and all that. To me, there's different versions of social media for different people. It depends on what you're wanting to get out of it and use for it. If you want to sell an item, you'll probably want to advertise to the right people. You know what I mean? If you want to use them as distribution channels, you can advertise to get more distribution. You can post to get more distribution. You can use hashtags to get more distribution. Use stories and posts. There's so many different ways, and that's how I look at it as distribution. Like, I'm not, like, to me, it's like, that's one thing that I for sure need to do better is, say if I post this photo on Instagram, which I'm going to, I already have it on it's actually ready to go. I haven't posted it yet. But so say if I post it today and in my stories today, say if I do both, I should just like in 4 days randomly post in my stories again. Like with, I can put like little stuff in, that's what's nice about stories. You can add whatever to it, flare it up a little bit, like add like a poll or add a GIF or some emojis or whatever. I think you need to continue that life of the photo, because insanely, how it is, like, my favorite thing that I think I've ever came up with about social media is that even today, so right now in my time, it's about to be 4 o'clock. If you opened up Instagram this morning, scrolled, can you even name one picture, describe one picture that you looked at from when you scrolled this morning? Hey, can you do it actually from 2 hours ago when you checked it out a little bit after lunch when you went on Instagram? How many photos do you actually remember from looking when you're scrolling? Probably not many, if any. That's the crazy thing. So that's kind of like why I think it's also important to continue the life of a photo. And for me, there's so many that was posted just on my website, because I was just doing my website. I was trying to get traffic to my website, not really posting it as much on social. Well, I had it on only one social, not another. To me, I don't even have no interest of when, why, or how much. I've learned that it's actually not the problem. Is if you did it once, you need to do it more than once. That's kind of where I'm at right now with social media and distributing content and that type of thing. I need to bring that up over on the other platform. That's a good conversation to have. That's a good extended conversation to have, honestly. Another great example. I'm just kind of going, but I just wanted to kind of. So, I follow Gary Vee on the social medias. Many people do. This is a prime example. So, I don't really think he thinks of them as distribution channels. Like, that's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I don't think it'd bother him at all if I felt like they're distribution. I think it doesn't matter. It's how you want to use them and how you use them. You know what I mean? It just, to me, that's like I look at social media differently, right? I don't think of it the same. For me, it's not a sales channel, and I think a lot of what he talks about is creating your social into like a sale. Mine's more of just distribution. It's eyes. You know what I mean? Which he is 100% true. If you want more eyes, you need to throw some money, right? You need money. Collaborations. Yeah, I know the whole spiel, right? I I have the same stories. You know what I mean? I started YouTube when YouTube started Twitter when Twitter started. I don't have the followers, obviously. Freaking have like 1 billionth of its followers, but same lifeline. So I've been around. I've seen. I know. But one thing, what I say about what I've been saying about distribution, is what he knows, whether he said or not. He has said that. Yeah, I say the same thing. He does say the same thing. It's the same thing, almost 100% of the time. And I think that's a good thing, because he's saying what he needs to say, and what people ask, they ask the same question, so he has the same answer. There's no reason for his answer to change. But to double back to where photography, say this photo to continue its life, he could have made one video, has said everything, laid it all out, and walked away. Like, I already said it. I'm not doing anything else. He wouldn't be where he is today. He's saying the same things. He might change one single word, but they all mean the same. And he actually makes the same videos over and over as well. Not every single time, but there's many videos where it's the same video that he posted a month ago, but now he's standing in an elevator. New day, new meeting, new business deal, new whatever. It's a different deal, but it's the same story, right? In the sense of what he's talking about. And it's the same thing, you know what I mean? It's the same. He wouldn't do these things if I wouldn't. So basically, where I'm getting at is, if it was a strict, I said it once, I can't say it again, there would be no Gary Vee. And I think that's the trick with current photographers that I've noticed, that they really hang on to some photos. That's the bread and butter for social media. And I've come to notice that I've seen posts be deleted. Like I said, I'm a fan of social media, right? I'm a fan of its capabilities. It's insane. It's probably one of the greatest things that's happened in all of life. Seriously, top 10. I haven't really thought about it, but I know it's top 10. I think it's insane that right now anyone in the world can hear me talking about anything. That's an insane thing. It's crazy. I can contact anyone with this device. Imagine going back in time with this device and it actually worked like today. You would be... It's disturbing kind of to think about in a weird way. It's such a good feeling and a very disturbing one at the same time. Because to go back and say if you're gonna go back in the freaking 1920s. I mean, obviously you go freaking way sooner, obviously. But say you go back way back then, and you show up with today's technology. It's crazy, right? So it's one thing I know not to take advantage of. I don't or take things for granted. Whatever, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. And that's why I try to do as much work as I possibly can. And then I hate that I have to do things that aren't that. Because all I wanted to be doing is that, right? You know what I mean? It's and that's why the majority of the time my streams start at 11 p.m. I've already streamed 2 hours today on the other platform. So it's, I'm always trying to figure things out. What can I, because of course, you know what I mean? I want to reach more people. I want to try to figure it out. I'm trying to do something that no one is doing and no one that I know has done. and I talked about it earlier today, that like I'm trying to break through, whether it's to 1 or 100 or more people interested in the process, and just making a community out of photography. And not the community where it's like not the like and actually I'd love to have how-to conversations. It's not even that. But I don't want to create like I'm now a how-to channel. I don't want to do that. But I would love to have those conversations, right? It's a part of photography and community, right? People getting involved and doing that type of thing. But I don't want to be a strict how-to. There's plenty of those. I want to be like I talked about it earlier. I'll bring it up now because it's such a great conversation. Like, it's seriously, like, I didn't really think about it as much until earlier when I was talking about it, is that like there needs to be some, like I talked about, where Magnum Photos needs to be this company. They need to be the WWE of photography. They have members, they have photographers. They need to make them superstars. Like, they need to like really, like, when you go to Magnum Photos, I don't like, it looks like I don't like it needs revamped. Like it shouldn't be a typical website with minimal stuff, general stuff, a lot of text, a lot of blah blah, That's not even knocking Magnum Photos. That's just like, it's just fact. It's just a general website. It needs to be like fresh. You have photographers in this agency. Like, you should be like, you go there every single day. There's content freaking everywhere. There's freaking content in your face. It should be where you wake up in the morning, and if you're into photography, you wake up in the morning, or if you're into just not even the act of photographing, but you're into what are these superstars doing. Like, I don't even want to take pictures, but I want to know what this guy's doing. That thing. Like, that's because there's so many that's my new comparison: WWE and photography and Magnum. It's like, it's crazy to me. Like, and they can have different things, just like WWE does, right? Like, have your Hall of Famers. You're not gonna have certain people be super high energy content all the time, right? But that's also another thing. Is that, say you have even the photographers are no longer with us. They obviously have an archive, and that can be revolutionized into this whole new Hall of Fame, freaking unlimited content. Unlimited content. You're talking about, like, let's go back. All right, we're talking about photography. Now let's go WWE. We're talking about like freaking Macho Man Randy Savage. Like, obviously R.I.P. But they still make content on Macho Man Randy Savage. Like, and there's so many people, like, yeah, maybe it'd be great to be, like, say if, like, you have fans, right? The fans of wrestling. Like, some want to be wrestlers, some really want to be wrestlers, and they want to go to the gym, and they want to be that. And some are just straight up fans. Like, they don't want to actually be a wrestler. They don't want to go into freaking road for all year. Like, but they love wrestling, right? They love the storylines. They love the characters and all that. If I was Magnum, I'd be 100% figuring out, how can we do that for photography? Not going there, gosh, like, it's crazy to me what you can do. You have people creating content and already have decades worth of content sitting in hard drives, prints, whatever, that you can make new content for over and over and over. And you know what happens when you have so much content when you go to a website? Sales. And that's what Magnum's trying to do, right? They're trying to sell prints. If you create a fan base out of superstars, You'll want to rep that superstar. Like, I should be able to go to Magnum Photos and be like, I want a freaking Christopher Anderson shirt. Like, he just came out with a new book, um, Proximate Joy. There should be a freaking the print of the book should be on a shirt already. It should have been up before the book was ready. You know what I mean? These are freaking $1 million ideas right here, and I'm giving them out for free. I need to capture that. I'm actually I'm gonna clip that section. I'm gonna make a separate video of that to put on Twitter. I'm gonna tag Magnum Photos. I should just do it for a week straight and be like, hey, put me on board. Yeah, I'm not even gonna do anything else. That's the end of this stream. Tested it out. Got a close to a half-hour stream in. Talked some serious talk. Now I'm hyped. I'm already hyped up. I'm at like, I don't know. Thanks again, everyone. If you hopped in the stream, I don't even really know how this YouTube live stuff works. Hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? If you're watching this, youtube.com/OGbsmitty. If you're watching this elsewhere. Thanks again. And I will see you guys maybe soon or later. I'll see you guys soon. You know what I'm talking about. Instagram, OGbsmitty. Hit me up over there.
I met OGbsmitty about 8 years ago through a mutual friend. I was in need of a photographer, and I had seen how awesome his skateboard pictures were. So I contacted him. I believe I was his first portrait model. I'm thinking back to my first shoot that we had, and it was definitely in a fitting room at a JCPenney's because we needed the wardrobe. And from then on, I think we shot probably 4 days a week, and we just had so much fun. And I have absolutely loved watching him grow in his portrait photography. The pictures that he posts now blow my mind. A lot of photographers, I don't see the passion that he has. We've done everything, shoots from in the city of Cleveland and in other strange people's houses and in our own houses and garages and going into abandoned buildings. We ran into some scary characters while we're in these abandoned buildings, but it's totally worth it for a great photo. And I just want to say that I'm so proud of OGbsmitty and with all of his accomplishments he's gotten with his skateboard photography and all of the magazines. I'm very honored to know him. He's a great person, and he's an awesome photographer. And if I had to sum up OGbsmitty in a few words, I would just say business as usual.